Let this 300 Heroes Champion Spotlight begin. Today we'll be reviewing Asuna Yuuki, who is a melee AD bruiser type champion. We'll be covering her abilities, how to play her, how to build her, and how to handle her in any situation. With that said, let's get this review started. Asuna's passive is called Violent Masters. Anytime you activate an ability and hit a target with it, you'll gain a 10% attack speed for 2 stacks, for a maximum of 20% attack speed. Moving on. Asuna's Q is called Quadruple Blow. You can activate your Q 4 times within the span of 4 seconds per Q, dealing physical damage with each stab to the target. Your Q is good for catching up to an enemy, it's good for staying on their back, and it's good for harassing and damaging. Your W is called the 5-star tier. Your W is a skill shot type basic attack that will activate automatically towards the direction of your cursor. It can hit up to 5 targets, dealing less damage to multiple targets hit. Do know that when you activate your W, you'll do an enchantment which will increase your armor and all allies' armor around you for a certain amount of stacks. Moving on, your E. Your E has an active. When you activate your E, you'll gain 30% attack speed. This increases as you level up that ability. The buff will last for about 6 seconds. And do note that your E has a passive. Your E has a passive of different enchantments. These different enchantments affects your abilities. This includes your Q, W, and R. I'll tell you what the enchantments does. Every time you activate your Q, from the passive from your E will enchant your Q. Every time you activate your Q, you will increase your movement speed for a certain amount of stacks per Q's used. When you activate your W, which I've just explained before, you will get enchantments to increase yourself's armor and all ally heroes around you's armor. When you activate your ultimate, however, you'll get an enchantment to where all of your base damage will recover life for you at a base value. Moving on, your characters, or Asuna's ultimate R, which is called Chant of the Saints. When you activate it, your basic attacks will do true damage for a certain amount of damage scaling. With that said, I suggest that you max either your Q or W depending on the situation and how you would like to play Asuna. For Asuna is a great duelist and good in 1v1 situations and chasing down characters. Asuna's enchantments and increases her survivability in all types of fights. I suggest playing Asuna in the style of picking off enemies or securing kills in a fight and killing high priority type targets. With that said, we'll give a suggested build that I've created for Asuna. The build that I suggest that you create for Asuna are magic resist boots, as the magic resist boots will give you a certain amount of tenacity and some magic resist to help you in team fights for survivability. After that, I suggest you pick up the Kusanagi blade to help you get into combat faster with its active and to increase your attack speed and give you some crit chance. After that, I suggest you pick up the broken blade for its active to steal people's movement speed so you can keep up with them in battle and for the extra lifesteal and attack speed and damage. After that, I suggest you pick up the Nice Staff, as it will give you some extra health for survivability, some damage, and its active will allow you to be immune from skill damage for a certain amount of time. For more survivability, I suggest you pick up the Frozen Sword for its health, damage, and the ability to slow down your enemies when you attack them with basic attacks. Now, after that, because of the way your playstyle is with Asuna, you probably will always be in harm's way, so in order to keep yourself safe, I suggest you pick up the River's Armor, as when you die, you will come back to life after 5 seconds with a certain percentage of your life back, as this will also give you armor and magic resist. With that said, suggested summoner spells for Asuna would either be Ignite and Flash, Ignite and Ghost, or Ghost and Flash. Teleport and Flash is also good on Asuna to have map control. With that said, Asuna is a pretty good champion and hero. She can be played in a couple different ways if you want to build her an AD bruiser or straight up full AD Asuna, she's pretty good in both of those routes. With that said, I hope you found this review useful and helpful, and I'll see you guys in the next video.